there everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Frances, and I'm thrilled to have you in my garden. I am currently enjoying my iced tea. Yes, this is what I have in it. Many maraschino cherries. You guys who know me well know that I always take a couple of trips down to Niagara, head over the border into Walmart with my girlfriend, and we stock up on cherries. They are my favorite thing to put in my iced tea. And I mix my iced tea with lemon juice, and it's a half and half that I buy here in Canada. And lots of ice cubes, and yeah, we're out here enjoying the July weather. Now, this is the first time I've been out here in this summer, and I haven't had much time to really concentrate on getting videos up. It's not been a priority for me. You know, I did a bit of vlogging when I was away, but when I came back, I was kind of headfirst into chores, you know, getting the house sorted out. We just put up a new gazebo. It's one with the metal roof, and so we were doing that, and I have Nora full time. Most of the time, you know, at least 3 or 4 days a week. Yeah, so I thought, quiet day today, what could I do? Could I potentially make a video about? I haven't done a perfume video in a while, so I thought, I know, I have a good idea. Because I have a smaller collection now, I think it's down to about 36, I thought I would do a video about the dents I have in some of my fragrances that I've been using a lot. And because my collection is smaller now, I'm using them, like I'm using them up. And I don't know about you guys, but I love to see the perfume go down. Unless it's a discontinued one and I don't have a backup bottle, then that's kind of sad. But I'm still using them because what's the point? Either use them or get rid of them. So I'm going to do another declutter soon. Some of these I have in here. I'm going to talk a little bit about. First of all, I'll show you the dents. I have them in a box here. I brought them all outside. I thought, why not do it outside? And show you guys, and some that my husband have been using as well. He's been using them up. Not talk too much about the notes or it'll make it too long. So yeah, let's get right into it, and I'll show you the dents. Okay. So let's start off with one of my favorites, and this is not the cap of it. This is Insolence by Guerlain. This is the EDP, and it's basically a childhood memory. I've used a lot of it. It was one of the first perfumes I bought when I started my perfume collection. It reminds me of Parma violets. It's a violet, kind of fruity violet fragrance. But if you love the smell of violets, iris, powdery, candy, then you would like this. And I'm halfway down it. I also have this in the EDT. These are, of course, discontinued. These are the old formula. Well, the debate is on, you know, whether that's an old formula or not, or if it's the same formula as the new bottles, the B bottles. But I have this one, and then this is EDP, and I have the EDT as well. And I think I prefer the EDT a little bit more. It's a little bit fresher, but I actually love this one too. So I'm halfway down that bottle, and I like it in the summer. I like it in the spring. This is all year round, to be honest. So not to spray too much of it in the high heat, but it's a good one. I love it very much. Next one I have a dent in is my Still by JLo, and that's quite a dent. That's a freshie. I use that a lot in the summer. That is primarily a tea fragrance. It's very fresh, very summery, and one of my favorites. I think I paid $15 for that bottle, and I'll always keep that. I love it. So that's a good dent. Another dent that I have is my Serge Laton Detour Noir, and I'm more than halfway down that bottle. Let's turn her upside down and show you on the side. This is a, if you like, or you're familiar with Terracotta by Guerlain, this is a little bit like that. It's kind of a lot like frangipani, beachy, a little bit suntanny, but I get a fresh, watery daffodil in this. Nobody else gets that. I'm the only one that gets that in it. Yeah, it reminds me of my mom's garden and the fresh daffodils. So that's a good dent in that one. Next one is my beloved Artemisia by Penhaligon's. This again is another freshie. It's tea, Earl Grey tea or something like that in it. It's very good for this time of year. I use it quite a lot. I've gone through more than half a bottle, as you can see. That was full right up to about here. Not all the way up to the neck, but up to about here. So I've gone through more than half a bottle of that one. So potentially I have 36 fragrances, but they're not full bottles, and I've been using them up really well. So that one is really nice, one of my favorites. Another one that I was not in love with when I first got it, and that is Soleil by ULIKE. It's a tongue. This one opens with a burst of mandarin orange. It's supposed to be a fruity gourmand, like a gourmand fragrance, but I don't get anything gourmand in this. I use this in the summer. It's supposed to have coffee in it, I believe. I don't get any coffee. I get mandarin orange off the top. Slightly spicy, fruity. I think it's raspberries or berries or something in it. But yeah, look at the dent in that one. That's about almost halfway. So that one. As you can see, I'm using my fragrances. Then I have my Elizabethan Rose by Penhaligon's. This is just an abundance of roses. The Tudor Rose, which is the famous Elizabethan Tudor Rose. This has a little bit of hazelnut leaf in it. So it's a little bit green. It's quite green, fresh, very nice, fresh, summery fragrance. It has also a little bit of sweetness to it, but it's very fresh, wet roses, like a fresh garden. That's what I get out of this one. And yeah, I've gone through quite a lot of that one. This is a classy fragrance, guys. It's got rose, it's got May rose, Tudor rose, and it's got about 3 or 4 different kinds of roses in it. This is beautiful. This will always be in my collection. I just adore this fragrance. So there's quite a dent in that one too. Then we have Want by De Squared. This is a discontinued fragrance, and I have quite a dent in that one. That one's halfway down. I was going to bring out my other one, Want by De Squared, but it's a new bottle that I've started to use. I've gone through one bottle of it, and I'm about only a little tiny bit down on that one because I started to use this one more. And this is probably about 90% the same as Want, the regular Want, but this one has a hint of ginger in it. It's like a, oh boy. It's got caramel. It's very sweet, but fresh enough to wear in the summer, in a summer evening. Caramel, a little bit like a caramel toffee with jasmine. I think there's a little bit of jasmine in there as well. Some kind of florals and apple, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So that one has a good dent in it. My holy grail, do you know what it is? Mark down below if you can think about the one that I've been using nonstop since I got it. I will wait. Go ahead, write it down. If you know me, you'll write it down. Okay, here we go. And it's Gris Dior by Christian Dior. Look at that dent. Oh, look at that dent. It's almost finished. I will have to get another bottle of this. This is very fresh. Quite patchouli, oak moss, earthy, with a little hint of sweetness. This is gorgeous. And it's got that magnetic top on it. Yeah, so yeah, I have gone through quite a lot. Haven't been using this one lately, but it's quite a dent in it, so I wanted to show it to you. And this is supposed to be a kind of like a Baccarat Rouge. I don't know if it is or not because I don't have Baccarat Rouge, nor have I ever smelt it. This is Cloud by Ariana Grande. It's just like a fluffy marshmallow cloud. Sweet candy. Candy, like candy floss. Or, I don't know what they call it here, but we call it candy floss. And you know when they're putting it around that stick and they're making it? That's what this smells like to me. It's like being at a carnival. So yeah, I love this one. This is another one with a good dent in it. Today I'm wearing Eternity by Calvin Klein. This is one of my holy grails. I talked about it in my fragrance tag. Sunny Scents and I have a passion for this fragrance. I'm wearing it today, as I said. It's got carnations in it. It's got like a gazillion notes, ingredients. It's very powdery, very, very carnation, like it's right out there. An abundance of flowers in it. It's got lily of the valley. It's got a little bit of rose, I think. It's got jasmine. It has heliotrope, I think. It's got everything but the kitchen sink in this. And this is one of the fragrances that I get or have gotten when I wore it all the time, when it was my signature fragrance in my 30s. This was my I've made it kind of fragrance. I'm wearing Calvin Klein. This was expensive back then, you know, and I thought, I'm in my 30s now, you know, and you know, I'm wearing expensive fragrance and I've made it kind of thing. And I felt important in this, and I felt like I had achieved something with my life. I know that's like so nerdy, but that's how I feel. And it's one I'll always have because it's probably the most special perfume, most profound one that has the most special memories. And I got the most compliments on this one. So Eternity, she has a good dent. So here we go. We're going in with another fairly cheapie, and it's Sophia by Sophia Vergara. Haven't been wearing this a whole lot lately, but I think I've almost decluttered it a few times. Then I brought it back. I decluttered my Mademoiselle, which smells very similar to this. This one's sweeter and fruitier than Mademoiselle and doesn't have as much patchouli in it. In fact, I don't think there's any patchouli in this one. I gave that one to Claire. Dr. Claire Smith, and she does love it. So yeah, we've got a good dent in that one too. So moving on to one that I got quite recently, and it is by Bon Perfumer. It's 402. It's a vanilla fragrance, but I have a good dent in that. That was filled right up to the neck. So you can see I've been using that a lot. This is a very vanilla caramel, very sweet fragrance. But yeah, it's primarily vanilla and caramel. Isn't that lovely? Someone's decided that they're going to do some wood cutting over there with one of those saws. Okay, so yeah, good little dent in that one. This one is my husband's, and I just got this 2 months ago. Musky Oak Moss. Look at the dent in that. I mean, it's basically almost empty. This is his favorite fragrance right now. Very summery. It's got apple, pineapple, bergamot, rose, birch leaf, patchouli, musk, oak moss, and amber. And this is their dupe for Dossier's dupe for Aventus. Creed Aventus, is that what it's called? Yeah, this is gorgeous. He loves this. This smells amazing on him. You really get that blast of apple and pineapple. It's lovely. Oh, the pineapple is so fresh in this. It's just beautiful. And the oak moss, the dry down on this. Quite a dent in this one. I only got this last year when Richard and I went to the fragrance outlet in Toronto. And it is discontinued. It's Organza Indecence. Organza Indecence. This is a woody, spicy. It opens with cinnamon, tangerine, plum. It's got amber, patchouli, some kind of woods in it. This is lovely. To me, it smells mostly of the fruit. I know it opens up with the fruit, but I find that it stays quite true right through to the very last notes, like the plum and the mandarin. And the powderiness of this is nothing like the other, the original organza. The original organza is, to me, much more potent, a lot stronger. I'm not sure what it's in that one, but it's very overpowering. It gave me a headache. This one's not like that. This one is very soft and very woody, so a man could wear it. A lot of amber in it, so if you like amber, you'd probably like this one. Yeah, so there's my dent in that one. It's good. This is more for fall though, so I won't be wearing that much. So another one that's my husband's, and it is Penhaligon's Sartorial. Look at that. Both my husband and my son have a bottle of this each. This is beautiful. Oh my goodness, this is so good. Like a tailor shop. You can smell the, let me just spray this on me. I love this. I wish he'd wear it more often. It smells like material, you know, like a tailor shop, like the steam iron and the linen and the wool in the suits, crisp shirts. Yeah, smells like a tailor shop. I just love it. Just when you walk into that tailor shop and you smell all those smells all put together. And very fresh. Yeah, so he loves that one. And last but not least, oh no, I have two more. One more here. Good old favorite, Cool Water. He's gone through about 3 of these in the last 3 years. So he'll go through one of these a year. Cool water, it's absolutely almost finished. You see? You see? No, you see that little tiny bit that's in there in the corner? That's like walking on the beach by the ocean. It's fresh. It's really nice. And last but not least, I wanted to talk about this fragrance here. This is a love-hate relationship. It's Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle. And I have almost decluttered this a few times. As you can see, I have not used that much of it, but I have put a dent in it. I used it quite a bit at the beginning, and then I started to actually hate it. And then I didn't use it for probably almost a year now, and I decided to wear it yesterday. Yesterday, I was inside a lot. I wasn't outside. It wasn't overly hot. And I thought I'll just put one spray on here and here, like the tiniest of spray. Well, when I went to bed last night, this had intensified and it had crept into my nose so badly that I was actually quite nauseous, and this gave me a headache. So I'm going to sell this fragrance. I'm sad to leave it. I'm sad to get rid of it because I wanted so desperately to love it, to keep it. But I'd like to try and recoup some of my money out of this one. I think I paid around I think I got a good deal on it, and I think I paid around 125 for it. It's a huge bottle. It's 100 ml. It's 34 fluid ounces, 100 ml. It's eau de parfum. But yeah, it's just not for me. It's just too potent, and I've tried it all different times of the year. And as I say, I sprayed the tiniest bit yesterday. And last night I could smell it even stronger. So there's something about this fragrance that just does not sit well with me at all. So she is going out. I'm going to do a declutter video next. So this is just a heads up that some important fragrances in my collection are going. So anyway, that's all I have for you today. Hope you enjoyed my Dent. And yeah, keep watching because I will be having a declutter video coming up very soon. Yeah, I'm working to get down to 20. You know, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But yeah, if I'm not using them, I'm going to pass them on. I will either sell them if they're, you know, expensive bottles, or I will just give them away. And I donate quite a lot of my fragrances to the local women's shelter. You know, so yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little video and me relaxing outside with my iced tea. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. And as I always say, don't let anyone ever dull your sparkle. Bye.